Camilla is a kind person. She's not gratuitously cruel, unlike Meghan and Harry.
The palace walls are shaking, and the scandal is bigger than anyone imagined. Lady Colin Campbell has dropped a bombshell, and the royal family is in crisis. Rumors are swirling that Camilla has been kicked out of the royal family, leaving the public stunned, and speculation running wild. Was this a long-brewing decision, or did Lady Campbell's exposé force the monarchy's hand?
When she realized she was going to be in the family, and even before, it was certain.
As tensions rise and the truth unfolds, royal watchers question everything. What did Lady C reveal, and what does it mean for Camilla's future? Join us as we expose the truth, the drama, and the fallout from this shocking royal twist. Royal births and secrets. A controversy has erupted across the UK after Lady Colin Campbell made startling claims about Meghan Markle's pregnancies. The claims have taken over the news and sparked heated arguments across the country. Though royal scandals happen often, this accusation caught many people by surprise. Lady Campbell, who has been commenting on royal matters for years and never holds back, has brought old doubts back to life, causing fresh trouble for the palace. She's been suggesting for a while that Meghan used a surrogate, though most news outlets don't talk about it. Her recent claim has pushed this topic into the spotlight, making people look back at what happened. There's been lots of gossip about how Meghan and Harry's children were born, with some people noting that Meghan's pregnancy announcements and public appearances weren't like those of other royals. Meghan and Harry broke with royal tradition when Archie was born. They announced his birth hours after it happened, while the palace had incorrectly stated Meghan was still in labor. Unlike Princess Diana and Kate Middleton, who showed their newborns on the hospital steps right away, Meghan and Harry waited 2 days before introducing Archie at Windsor Castle. These departures from royal protocol sparked public speculation. The birth certificate was released later, revealing that Meghan had given birth at the private Portland Hospital in London, despite earlier speculation that it may have happened at home. The secrecy around the location and circumstances added to the controversy. The Sussexes handled the birth announcement through their own media team rather than following Buckingham Palace's usual protocol. This raised eyebrows as royal births are typically announced through the palace with more transparency. Was this simply a modern approach to royal motherhood, or was there something more to the secrecy? The lack of transparency only fueled speculation, making many question whether everything about Meghan's pregnancy was as it seemed. Meghan's pregnancy. Truth or arranged? Questions about Meghan Markle's pregnancy started as soon as it was announced. People noticed she didn't follow the long-established tradition of leaving the hospital with her newborn for photos. The private nature of the birth, along with the odd timing of her pregnancy, made so many people suspicious. Critics claimed her baby bump photos and delivery date didn't match normal pregnancy patterns, leading to further rumors about a possible surrogate. The debate heated up when people noticed Meghan's baby bump seemed to change size and shape throughout her pregnancy. In some photos, it looked quite large, while in others it appeared smaller than expected for that stage. This inconsistency, plus the way her belly moved during certain public events, made some wonder if she was pregnant or hiding something. Reports suggest that Meghan deliberately concealed any signs of pregnancy before announcing it alongside Harry. This has only intensified speculation about the surrogacy rumors. With a supposed palace insider now supporting these claims, public demand for answers is growing, and Lady Campbell is pressuring Buckingham Palace to address the controversy. Despite the risks of challenging the royal family and knowing she's treading on dangerous ground, she remains undeterred. Prince Harry and Meghan have a history of taking legal action against those they believe spread falsehoods, putting Campbell in a risky position with her bold claims. However, she carefully treads the line, hinting at insider knowledge without making outright accusations that could lead to legal trouble. Many speculate that her source is none other than Queen Camilla herself. By taking this calculated approach, she keeps the controversy alive while steering clear of a lawsuit, ensuring the speculation doesn't fade away easily. But does her careful words make her more credible, or does it simply fuel speculation without solid proof? As the debate intensifies, the question remains: how much of what she claims is fact, and how much is mere provocation? Campbell's claims sparked debate. Public reactions to her statements remain divided. Some people praise Campbell for having the courage to speak up, believing she is exposing secrets others are too afraid to discuss. They see her as someone holding the monarchy accountable for what they perceive as deception. However, Meghan and Harry's supporters view her actions as invasive, arguing that she is crossing personal boundaries and stirring unnecessary controversy. Whether people agree with her or not, Campbell's claims aren't being ignored. Her history of revealing royal secrets that later proved true makes her hard to dismiss completely. These allegations are gaining traction, and Buckingham Palace can't just weather this storm silently anymore. Royal officials have brushed off these rumors for years, calling them baseless, but Campbell's determination is making it harder for them to stay quiet. Reports suggest that palace officials are holding urgent private meetings, yet the public remains in the dark about their discussions. Despite efforts to dismiss and cover up the story, the controversy exploded when Radar Online published an article on Lady Colin Campbell's investigation into Meghan's possible use of a surrogate. Major news outlets had long avoided the topic, fearing lawsuits and reputational damage. But once Radar Online backed the claims with Campbell's research, people began taking them seriously. What was once dismissed as mere gossip now carries newfound credibility, bringing unwanted scrutiny to the royal family. Now, another shocking rumor is making the rounds. Queen Camilla's position in the palace might not be as secure as it seems. Talks of internal power struggles and behind-the-scenes tensions have fueled speculation that King Charles is facing pressure to distance himself from his wife. People are suggesting that Camilla could be on the verge of losing her place in the royal household, and that another conspiracy is unfolding. As the rumors swirl, the palace remains tight-lipped, leaving the public to question what's happening behind those gilded gates. But is there more to Lady Campbell's careful words than just self-protection? Could she be holding back crucial details, waiting for the right moment to reveal something even more explosive? The explosive claims. Despite all the attention, Lady Campbell is waiting for the right moment. She hints that she knows more than she's sharing, but doesn't make direct accusations. This approach keeps her out of legal trouble while keeping people talking. Unlike tabloids that go for shock value, Campbell presents herself as a concerned observer rather than just a critic. Her aristocratic background gives her words more weight than other commentators, letting her raise questions in ways that keep the debate going without making outright claims. Meghan Markle, however, is not staying silent. According to Radar Online, she is considering legal action against Campbell for reviving the surrogacy rumors. A lawsuit would put the scandal back in the headlines, giving the media even more to dissect. Yet, taking the matter to court could also mean exposing private details about her children's births, something Meghan and Harry have fiercely protected. Now, they are faced with a difficult decision: sue Campbell and risk revealing more secrets, or ignore her claims and allow speculation to continue. Either way, the controversy may only escalate further. Campbell strengthens her case by comparing the situation to the 1688 scandals with King James II's heir. Back then, people suspected a baby had been smuggled into the birth chamber to continue the royal line. For her, this goes beyond just Meghan. It's about protecting the monarchy itself. She believes growing questions about Archie and Lilibet could cause lasting damage to the royal family. In her view, Buckingham Palace needs to provide clear evidence to put these rumors to rest. But can the palace afford to remain silent when history has shown that unanswered doubts can shake a monarchy? If past controversies demanded proof, why should this one be any different? The succession story. Everyone is now pushing the royal family to prove Meghan Markle was pregnant. They say they need to show birth records or some other evidence to keep their trust in the royal family. Since the monarchy matters to millions of people, Lady Campbell believes they can't continue to ignore the issue. The palace now has a tough choice: stay quiet and hope people forget, or respond directly to these claims. With media coverage growing and Campbell refusing to drop the matter, simply saying nothing might not work anymore. This controversy might affect the royal succession. Though Harry isn't next in line for the throne, questions about his children's legitimacy have sparked debate. Royal heirs must have documented lineage under the United Kingdom law, Critics point to limited public information about Meghan's pregnancies. While Archie's birth certificate confirms his birth date, the privacy surrounding Meghan's path to motherhood has left people wondering if they truly have royal blood. The British monarchy has historically taken lineage verification very seriously. In the past, royal births were closely monitored to prevent any possibility of deception, and for many years, it was a requirement for the Home Secretary to be present at royal births, ensuring that no child was swapped or falsely presented as an heir. This practice was designed to safeguard the monarchy's integrity. While the rule was eventually abolished to modernize royal traditions, its original purpose remains relevant in today's debate. With the growing controversy surrounding what people now call Meghan Markle's pregnancies, some now wonder if it was a mistake to end the old tradition of having royal birth witnesses. Across the Commonwealth, calls for answers are growing, with many asking Buckingham Palace to show medical proof of Meghan's pregnancies. In places like Australia and Canada, where the British monarch is still the head of state, people also want reassurance that the royal line remains pure. But if the monarchy once required official witnesses to confirm royal births, why should today's heirs be treated any differently? Should modern traditions override the need for transparency, or does the public have a right to demand proof? Royal lineage under scrutiny. To prove the children's birthright, experts are suggesting DNA testing as a last resort. If people keep demanding proof, the royal family might need genetic tests to confirm who Archie and Lilibet's parents are. This would be a first in modern royal history, but DNA testing would provide the clearest answer to these doubts. The downside? Testing royal children now could create a new rule that all future royal heirs would have to be tested too. This is a serious issue that Parliament can't ignore anymore. Although lawmakers usually stay out of royal business, this issue is getting too big to overlook. If the scandal grows, Parliament might need to review succession rules to fix any legal problems. In the worst case, they could even pass new laws to prevent similar issues in the future. Meanwhile, Harry and Meghan's silence is just making people speculate even more. Their refusal to share hospital records or detailed birth information has led many to believe that simple proof could have ended the rumors long ago. As this issue continues, royal experts are asking if rules should change to avoid future scandals. The situation is getting more serious, with legal issues now being discussed. If Harry and Meghan did mislead everyone, the royal family might need to take drastic action. Some experts think Archie and Lilibet could even lose their royal titles in the worst case. While this has not happened recently, history shows the monarchy takes bloodlines very seriously. Queen Camilla is reportedly at the center of the controversy and fully aware of its potential impact on the royal family. Rumors suggest that some palace insiders see her as a liability in this crisis, with speculation that she could even be sidelined. If King Charles needs to rebuild public trust, distancing himself from Camilla, who has never been fully embraced by some royal fans, might be considered a strategic move. Whether these claims hold any truth remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: the royal family is facing one of its biggest challenges in years. But if Camilla is seen as a liability, could Harry's actions also put his royal standing in danger? If the palace is willing to distance itself from the Queen, what consequences might Harry face if these allegations gain traction? Prince Harry's dilemma. Losing royal status is more than just a personal blow. It shakes the very foundation of the monarchy. Now, a new blue blood is at the center of the turmoil. Prince Harry, once a beloved royal figure, is facing intense scrutiny. If he is found to have hidden the truth, he could lose what remains of his royal privileges. Charities that once proudly collaborated with him might distance themselves, and even his honorary military positions could be at risk.
The Commonwealth and my military associations, but without public funding.
Prince Harry's complicated relationship with the monarchy has always been in the spotlight, but his return to the UK after his second military deployment to Afghanistan marked a turning point. Despite stepping away from royal duties to seek independence, his past continued to define his future. His decision to leave behind royal life stunned many, as it challenged the traditions and expectations that had long shaped the monarchy. Once a regular at royal events and charity work, Harry's sudden exit left people wondering about his motivations for walking away from the privilege and responsibility that shaped his entire identity.
The weekend's announcement that Harry and Meghan will step back from all royal duties was not his choice, he says.
Harry left the royal family after years of built-up tension, personal struggles, and constant media pressure. While royal life looked glamorous from the outside, Harry's experience was very different behind closed doors. His problems with the press began early. As a child, he faced intrusive media coverage that got worse after his mother, Princess Diana, passed in 1997. Her accident in a car crash while being chased by photographers deeply affected Harry, making him distrust the media. When he got older, people became even more interested in his personal life, especially after he started dating Meghan Markle. The constant media coverage triggered painful memories for him, so he wanted to shield himself and his loved ones from going through the same thing. British tabloids didn't just cover his romantic life, they obsessed over Meghan's biracial background, with many headlines containing subtle racial bias. They picked apart every detail of her life, from her clothes to her family history, subjecting her to constant criticism. But was the relentless scrutiny of Meghan just media obsession, or was there something more at play? Some believe the royal family's handling of controversies, including Camilla's recent absence, hints at deeper tensions behind palace walls. Camilla's absence sparks rumors. The royal family has provided an update on Queen Camilla after she stepped back from public duties due to health concerns. She had been resting at home while recovering from a chest infection, and sources now confirm that she is well enough to begin easing back into her engagements. However, speculation is growing that her absence was not solely due to illness. Some insiders claim that Camilla has been quietly advised to distance herself from the palace due to her alleged connections to the swirling rumors about Meghan Markle's children. Reports indicate that Camilla will resume public duties today, but she will not be attending the Gladiator II premiere. A royal source revealed that she is prioritizing her recovery, yet whispers persist that her temporary retreat was a strategic move rather than a necessary one. While the palace maintains that her withdrawal was strictly for health reasons, some believe she has been caught in the fallout of the ongoing controversy surrounding Archie and Lilibet's legitimacy. Camilla, 77, was initially scheduled to attend the annual Field of Remembrance opening at Westminster Abbey, but she was replaced by the Duchess of Gloucester. The timing of her absence has fueled further speculation, with some questioning whether she is being subtly sidelined. As tensions rise within the royal household, Camilla's role appears increasingly uncertain, leaving the public wondering whether she is being quietly pushed out. She also had to withdraw from a Buckingham Palace reception hosted by King Charles for Olympic and Paralympic athletes. While the palace expresses regret for any inconvenience, some sources claim there are deeper reasons behind her absence. Whether this is merely a temporary setback or the beginning of a significant shift in the royal family remains to be seen. But one thing is clear: Camilla's position is now under intense scrutiny. But was Camilla's absence just a coincidence, or did it signal a broader unraveling within the royal family? As speculation swirled, Harry and Meghan's own departure raised similar questions. Was it truly about freedom, or were they simply trading one kind of scrutiny for another? Freedom or fallout? Over time, public opinion about Harry and Meghan started to change. Many people initially supported their decision to leave royal life, but others saw them as entitled, questioning why they wanted royal benefits while rejecting royal traditions. This contradiction led to more criticism and made them feel even more isolated. In a 2019 documentary called Harry and Meghan: An African Journey, they opened up about their struggles. Meghan admitted she was not handling things well, and Harry talked about how royal life had affected him negatively. The documentary was supposed to focus on their charity work, but instead became a public display of their personal problems. Looking for peace, they moved to Canada, hoping for a fresh start, but the media still followed them relentlessly. It became obvious that just leaving the UK wasn't enough to escape all the attention. In January 2020, Harry and Meghan stunned everyone by announcing they would step back from their main royal duties. The news spread quickly, with many calling it Megxit and suggesting Meghan was controlling Harry. They planned to live part-time in the UK and North America while becoming financially independent. The announcement reportedly caught the royal family by surprise, forcing Queen Elizabeth to call an emergency meeting. After talks, they reached a deal. Harry and Meghan could step back, but with serious consequences. They lost their His and Her Royal Highness titles, and Harry had to give up his military role, which hurt him deeply given how much his service meant to him. They also lost their publicly funded security, which worried Harry greatly since his family faced real threats. After stepping back, the couple settled in California, where they pursued new ventures outside the constraints of royal protocol. They signed major deals with Netflix and Spotify, focusing on storytelling, mental health, and social issues. Royal rifts and reckonings. The controversy exploded once more in March 2021 when Harry and Meghan sat down for a bombshell interview with Oprah Winfrey. Meghan's revelation that a senior royal had questioned Archie's skin color sent shockwaves through the public, igniting debates about racism within the monarchy. She also detailed her struggles with mental health and the palace's failure to support her, painting a grim picture of life behind royal walls. New claims are stirring up old doubts again. Lady Campbell has put Harry and Meghan back in the spotlight by spreading rumors that their children might not have been born naturally. Either way, these stories won't go away, keeping Harry and Meghan tangled in controversy despite their attempts to move forward with their lives. Meanwhile, Camilla's position within the royal family is facing newfound scrutiny. Officially, she stepped back due to health concerns, but insiders suggest her absence runs far deeper. Reports allege that she has been quietly advised to distance herself from palace affairs, perhaps even leave royal residences altogether, amid claims she played a role in circulating damaging stories about Meghan. Some think she's being punished for feeding the media frenzy, while others believe it's just a calculated move to protect the monarchy's reputation. As her presence fades, people are wondering who really has power in the royal family. Meanwhile, questions remain about whether Meghan truly freed Harry or just led him into more problems. Once viewed as the rebel prince who gave up royal duties for love, Harry now faces growing criticism for seemingly turning his back on his heritage. Critics claim his once strong identity has been overshadowed by Meghan's influence, leaving him cut off from his family and disconnected from who he used to be. What do you think about the rumors surrounding Queen Camilla's absence? Do you think her stepping back is purely due to health reasons, or is there a larger royal rift at play? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. Also, click the next video showing on your screen.